MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Washington Nationals.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, how do they fight off elimination here on the road?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass-the-baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Jeff Hoffman is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, another guy with a big arm, Jeff Hoffman. Big 3-pitch mix. Good fastball, 93 to 95 miles an hour. Good power curveball. It's not a true curveball. I'd say it's more of a slurve, and his changeup has gotten a lot better. Good 3-pitch mix, and he'll throw all 3 pitches at any time.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
Hoffman has tossed more than 2,000 major league innings, and those innings have brought more than 2,300 strikeouts, putting him right around the top 50 strikeout pitchers of all time. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Two pitch is fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Swinging a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tough, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Runners on first with one down. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back in. Now the 2-1. Popped him up. Grant is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Victor Marrero.
Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch on its way. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. One left for the Cubs, and now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Mark, how do they go about winning a National League pennant here at home?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport and probably the quickest tag man in our game.
Stepping in, Rico Santana. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a fastball taken high for a ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 3-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 3-2. Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. Another full count pitch home. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. And the question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? The 1-1 home. Popped high in the air. Rizzo over to his left, and that retires the side. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Stepping in, Reed Lambert, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. The 3-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to right field. Santana is there, 1 away.
Batting sixth, first baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3. No score here as we play inning number 2. Popped him up. Grant in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting seventh, the catcher number 40, Wilson Contreras.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So striding in, Robert Lewandowski. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Bounce it to the left side. Baez fields it cleanly. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now at the plate, Willie Nunez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Lambert moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Colin Moran.
Digging in now, Colin Moran will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Now in the box, Freddie Escobar. The 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Carlos Flores.
Third inning, no score to this point. The next 3-2. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another payoff pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Digging in to try it again, Jesse Padilla. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Two out, nobody on. Sliders in for a strike. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
That's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
High and deep to left center field. Marks looks up. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Standing in now, Albert Almora. Almora with an even count, 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Cubs are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Now at the plate, Justin Marks, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Hit out towards second. And there's one down now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Into the box, Kevin Plawecki. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. An even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Set to deal on 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, pitcher.
Stepping into the box, Jeff Hoffman. The 1-1 home. Strike 2 swinging.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Ready on 1-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready for another chance? Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Still 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Misses, ball 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
How about it?
So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Striding in once again, Victor Marrero. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 2-2 one more time. Hit in the air down the left field line. Marks has a read on it, and he hauls it down in the corner.
The right fielder, number 18, Reed Lambert.
So digging in now, Reed Lambert comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they're up 1-0. At the plate, Rico Santana back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Up high, 2-1 now. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Lawrence Hadaway.
And now for Washington, Lawrence Hadaway. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. There's a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Robert Grant. Fastball called strike. 1-2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Contreras is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Count is 1 and 2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. To first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 3-1. Fires the zone to fill the count, 3-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
The pitcher, number 40, Freddie Escobar.
Striding into the box, Freddie Escobar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they lead it 1-0. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Waiting on it is Almora. 1 out.
Up next for the Nationals, second baseman, Willie Nunez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Willie Nunez. He flew out in his last at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
Now batting, Colin Moran. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the run is Almora. He makes the running play. 2 down. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Digging in, Justin Marks. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nationals lead one. They still trail 1-0. In now, Carlos Flores. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. On its way is pitch number 75. This is on the ground over to first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The left fielder, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Jesse Padilla will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Here it is, the 3-0. And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing. And there he goes towards second. In there, now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
The 1-2. Dribbled up the line. Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single.
Boy, there aren't many times, D-Row, that you're going to get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher. That was a worm burner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's just flat out great hustle, because that's a tough play for the catcher right there. He definitely cleared himself and gave him that throwing lane to first base, but that guy was picking him up and putting him down.
When you get to first base, do you even look into your dugout? Are the guys laughing at you for hitting one that short?
100%. They're laughing hysterically at you. You know what? You take off your BGs, and you tell a first base coach that's a line drive in a box score tomorrow.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Another full count pitch home. And another foul ball. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
The next 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. He's right there. Barehanded for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game. Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Rizzo trying to get there. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Popped him up. Contreras has a play. 1 away.
Now batting, pitcher.
Julio Ozuna will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 0, Julio Ozuna.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Rico Santana.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Rico Santana. 2 out, nobody on. Lays off. 2-2 now. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats.
Well, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit alert, Dan. I know you were privy to that. 6th inning right here, they finally break through with their first hit of the game.
And you have to wonder, D-Ro, this guy had been cruising all along going into this 6th inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The 6th and 7th innings are normally the toughest inning for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now.
The 3-1 pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Ready once again, Robert Grant, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. Nats leave a pair. It remains 1-0. Back here at Nationals Park, Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Jay Yee is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 15, Jay Yee.
Ready for another shot now. Victor Marrero due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
In now, Reed Lambert. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second home run of the series, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Number 62.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo is put in play to the right side of the infield. Nunez gloves it. Throw on to first. So a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Wilson Contreras. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Hit on the ground to short. Hadaway is there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Freddie Escobar.
Digging in, Freddie Escobar. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. It's stretch time here in our nation's capital. Cubs lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Robert Lewandowski, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Missed with a breaking ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more off to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Popped him up. Flores ranging into shallow right. He's there and records the first out.
Up next for Washington, second baseman, Willie Nunez.
So stepping in, Willie Nunez. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Here now the 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Padilla is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
Third baseman, Colin Moran.
Coming to the plate now, Colin Moran. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 2-1 home. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Frank Ramirez will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Number 23.
Bobby Topich will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Leading off the inning, Carlos Flores, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 3-1. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jesse Padilla. He'll swing it from the left side right here. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Flores at third. Padilla stands at second. No outs. One and 2. Oh, here's a little looper, and that's going to drop. A base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Standing in now, Javier Baez. This is line to left. Topic is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Edelbray Ramos enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Victor Marrero will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix it some.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The 2-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Another one sent foul. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
2-2.
One that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. So it's. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hit in the air down the right field line. but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ball 2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
At the plate, Bobby Topich. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Rico Santana. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. 0s in the run and earned run columns. Now to the plate, Lawrence Hadaway. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Plawecki at second. Topich at first. 1 gone. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1 and 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2 and 2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1 and 2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
He stays alive, still 2 and 2. Now another 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so When you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed, strike 3. Nats leave a pair. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Back now with baseball on MLB Network from the nation's capital, just down the street from the Capitol building. We are set for what remains in this one. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Nunez calls for it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Victor Saldana will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 29, Victor Saldana.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Cubbies are in front, 5-0. Oliver Mojica is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 56, Oliver Mojica.
Stepping up now, Robert Lewandowski. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. The 2-1 home. This is hit sharply to the left side. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Stepping up to the plate, Willie Nunez. He comes into this at-bat 0 for 2 with the hit by pitch. Popped him up. Marrero moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Colin Moran.
Stepping into the box, Colin Moran. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Last strike now for the Nats. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Catch is made, and the Cubs are going to live to fight another day. They stave off elimination here in Game 4 as this ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
A 5-0 finish tonight. The Cubbies trail in this series 3-1. Freddie Escobar is credited with the win. Jeff Hoffman is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.